A few years ago, homes were flying off the shelves and getting multiple offers for well over asking price. It felt like you could name your price and have buyers just lined up at your door. But today's housing market is a little bit different. Buyers are now getting more selective. Now that inventory has grown, homes are starting to sit a little bit longer, and more sellers are having to cut their prices. So how do you still come out on top? It all starts with one thing: pricing your house right from the start. Today, that matters more than ever, and it can make or break your sale. So that's the topic for today's video, and we're getting after it right now. If this is your first time to the channel, and you want to keep on top of the real estate market in Richmond, Virginia, and those surrounding counties of Hanover, Henrico, Chesterfield, New Kent, Goochland, and Powhatan, then subscribe right there below and tap that notifications bell so you can be the first to know about the current market in Richmond, Virginia. Now, your likes and subscribes, they help me grow the channel, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate it. My goal this year is to get the channel to over 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to reach this goal. So thanks in advance for smashing that like and subscribe right there below. So as always, my name is Scott Turnley, and I'm with Joiner Fine Properties. My team and I get calls and emails from folks like you every single day, helping to make their move to the greater Richmond area or simply moving within our VA, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, heck, even 9 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. All of that info is linked in that description right there below, so we can help you make a smooth move to Richmond, Virginia. So there's a real price disconnect between buyers and sellers. A recent survey from Realtor.com shows that 81% of home sellers believe they'll be getting their asking price or even more, but actual sales data shows there's a growing gap between what sellers expect and what buyers are actually willing to pay. In fact, an annual report from the National Association of Realtors shows 44% of recent homes went for less than their asking price, and 1 in 3 sellers had to cut their price at least once before the home was even sold. It's a sign that expectations may be a little out of step with today's reality. So check out this graph. It uses data from Redfin, and it shows asking prices, which are the blue line, are actually higher than sales prices, which is the green line, by a wider and wider margin. So this tells you something important. Not all buyers are willing to pay what many sellers are asking. That doesn't mean you can't sell for a great price, but it does mean you need to start with a price that reflects what people are willing to pay in today's market. So what happens? Let's just ask ourselves this. What happens when you overprice your house? So pricing your house high initially, that might seem like a smart move so you have more room to negotiate. But in reality, overpriced homes can sit on the market and turn buyers away. Buyers are smart these days, and when they see a home that's been sitting for a while, they start to wonder, hey, what's wrong with this house? That can lead to fewer showings, less interest, and then eventually a price cut just to reignite attention in the home. As Realtor.com says, and they explain it this way, they say, by getting the right price early on, you can increase the odds buyers will be interested in the home. In turn, this decreases the chance your home will sit on the market for a lengthier time frame, also reducing the odds you'll need to lower the listing price. So the longer a house sits, the harder it can be to sell. That is just a fact in our industry. So sellers, all is not lost, do not fear. You still have a great opportunity to sell, and that's if you price your house correctly. To avoid making this mistake, it's important to lean on an agent that understands the market when you set your initial asking price. Now, with over 20 years of experience in real estate, and then prior to that having a background as a CPA, numbers are my specialty, and this is where I think I really excel. I'm going to look at recent local sales, buyer trends, and inventory levels to find that pricing sweet spot for your neighborhood, because it's going to be different based on where you live. And here's something else to keep in mind. Home prices have climbed by more than 57% over the last 5 years. So even if you price it a bit lower, that number's a bit lower than you had your sights set on, you'll likely be in a great position profit-wise even still. So with my help, you'll attract more attention, avoid seeing your house sit on the market for too long, and maximize your chances of getting a strong offer. In today's market, the right price still works. As Mike Simonson, founder of Altos Research, explains, quote, "The best properties, well priced, are selling quickly in most of the country." So thanks as always for tuning in to today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like always, I like to cut through the noise and let folks know what I really think is going on in the Richmond, Virginia real estate market. So we've had some rainy weather lately, so I'm doing more of these office videos, but I promise before too long, I'm going to be out there shooting videos of houses and neighborhoods and showing you fun stuff like that. But linked in this description below, I have 3 absolutely free gifts for you. First, there's a free Richmond, Virginia relocation guide. You must like watching videos about housing in Richmond, Virginia, or you wouldn't have made it this far. But it's also nice to have something you can flip through in your spare time, click on things, and just learn more about our VA. It's chock full of great information, and it's a must download. So gift number 2 is a free buyer's guide. This walks you through the buy-in process with things like your timeline, setting a budget, how your agent gets paid, creating a wish list, the pre-approval process, what happens between contract and closing, and much, much more. Again, there's tons of great information in here for you. Now for number 3, we know oftentimes people have to sell in their current location in order to purchase, so we have a seller's guide for you. This handy-dandy resource is pretty specific on how I do things, but it covers things like prepping your home for sale, general timelines, what agents should be doing to properly market your home, what happens from contract to closing, and much, much more. But here's the bottom line. The market has changed, but your opportunity to sell has not. You just need the right pricing plan. So let's walk through what's happening with our prices in our area and determine what price would help sell your home quickly for top dollar. If you want to discuss the pricing of your home, my contact information is linked right there in that description below. And until next time, I hope to show you around town. Take care.